He remembers the late Shinzo Abe and he decided to take some of his policies and now he's going to rev up the breeding machine. And now, speaking of the man, the myth, the legend, Donnie Trumperino himself. Obviously, he's got to start off with clowning on Fox News.
I'm at the ballot box. You know, they tried that in 2016. How did that work out? Not too good. And we actually, and I have to say this, I hope Fox doesn't turn off, but we did much better in 2020 than we did in 2016.
He can't stop talking about him.
But we have no choice. If we don't do this, our country will be lost forever.
Bro,
People
you
are
lost.
tired of rhinos and globalists. They
Go
want
home,
to see
Grandpa.
America first. That's what they want. It's not too complicated. I'm at the ballot box.
Go home, brother. I'm begging you to go home. Lost forever. He's so low energy now. This is why I know he's not going to win. People have been like, oh, there's ebbs and flows of he's back, oh, he's not back. He's not back. I don't think he's coming back. I don't think he's catching the same lightning in a bottle that he did in any of the other elections that he's been a part of. I think it's over for bro. If I'm going to be honest with you, he's low energy now. He is donezo. He really is. But I just don't think he's coming back. He is sleepy Don. I mean, listen to him. This guy, this is not the Trump that people remember. And honestly, the crowd size says it all. But we'll check that in a moment.
And if you put me back in the White House, their reign is over. Their reign will be over. And they know it. And America will be a free nation once again. We're not a free nation right now. We don't have free press. We don't have free anything. In 2016, I declared, I am your voice. Today, I add, I am your warrior. I am your justice. And for those who have been wronged and betrayed, I am your retribution. I am your retribution.
So he's gotten way less energy, but he's become somehow more insane. He's become more, I am the pain. I am your retribution. Yeah, he's the people of DC. You have been wronged. I would like to let you put your faith and trust in me. I can be your retribution. I am your warrior. Bro thinks he's Bane. Sunday. He's their warrior. No wonder they keep losing. What are you talking about? They're tired of winning. That's why they're so sleepy.
Not going to let this happen. Not going to let it happen. I will totally obliterate the deep state. I will fire.
Bro, I thought you did delete the deep state. Did you not? What happened to him deleting the deep state? I thought wait, so first it was drained wait, my bad. He first drained the swamp, but as you see, the swamp is just the moat to the deep state. So now he needs to control alt delete the deep state, and then everything will be great. The deep state must go. Who must go? And then he loses the election. Look at that smile. Look at him. Look at this shit-eating grin. This must be what they mean when they say shit-eating grin, right? You know what I mean? I never knew necessarily what somebody meant when they say shit-eating grin, but that's it right there. That's literally it, right? That's 100% it. There's poopy in that man's mouth. Dictionary example of shit-eating grin. The ghost of child beauty pageants past. What a freak.
I was concerned they'd come to the conclusion. I think we have prosecutors now. They don't give a damn if you're guilty. They're looking at me in Atlanta on a perfect phone call. I said, even more perfect than my perfect call to Ukraine. That was a perfect call. This is even more perfect.
Just so you know, if you forget all of the Trump lore, the call to Ukraine is when he called President Zelensky and told Zelensky that he needs to give him and his re-election team all information that he has and that companies in Ukraine have on Hunter Biden, or else he'll like cut defense money to Ukraine, and then he cut defense money to Ukraine. And the call that he's talking about, referring to Atlanta, is him calling the Atlanta DA and telling him, make up 12,000 more votes so I win the election. Which, perfect, right, for a prosecutor, not necessarily for a defendant, but they're perfect for someone.
By the way, where's Hunter? Where is Hunter? Remember? Where's Hunter?
Hunter! It's almost like he's not an elected official anywhere. I don't know, he's busy probably like sucking crack off his own dick or something. I have no clue where he is. Hopefully in rehab again.
Less. Used to say 4 years. A lot of people said, well, sir, the election was so bad. You'll be in 1 year. A lot of people in this room. You'll be back in 6 weeks, sir. But it's a bad system in many ways. Very bad, very dangerous system. Less.
He's just, the energy has completely fallen off of a cliff. You know, it's so sad. It's so he is Sleepy Don. He's Sleepy Don now. What's he gonna do? How's he gonna take back? He's so boring now. Yeah, he used to be based and now he's boring. And he wants Russia to start World War III, which is not boring, but cringe. But like, why would he say that?
NATO wouldn't even exist if I didn't get them to pay up. But they paid up $449 billion or something. And that's the money they use. They're rich as hell right now. They spent an office building that cost $3 billion. It's like a skyscraper in Manhattan laid on its side. It's one of the longest buildings I've ever seen.
It's so long.
And I said, you should have, instead of spending $3 billion, you should have spent $500 million building the greatest bunker you've ever seen, because Russia wouldn't even need an airplane attack. One tank, one shot through that beautiful glass building and it's gone. Same.
How strong does he think a tank is? If I'm going to be honest. Yes, one tank shot could blow up an entire office building. Listen, they tried that in Russia before. It took a couple of tanks. The Haddad. Oh yes, this is Newsmax. So Newsmax lost all of their sponsors and they're completely broke and they're being sued by Dominion. And so to make more money, to help them not lose everything when Dominion takes them for $1 billion that they don't have, they're like building up a little war chest by fleecing geriatrics out of money by buying weirdo Newsmax ads. That's why if you see random ass ads popping up, that's when you know we're watching Newsmax.
Same architect I used in Chicago, great architects, but they didn't have war in mind. But when things happened, that building would be gone in about 15 minutes. They should have spent a $500 million bunker, nice thick ceiling, 6 inches, 6 feet of concrete.
Ooh, 6 inches and 6 feet? Listen, I know 6 inches when I see it. That won't stop every tank. He goes on to talk more about World War III in the worst way possible.
But I stand here today, and I'm the only candidate who can make this promise. I will prevent, and very easily, World War III, very easily.
If anybody has ever said that, you need to just know that this person is literally insane. I will just like stop World War III. It's just like, so has anybody ever thought about how the only reason why people are scared of World War III is because like they haven't thought about how easy it is to just like not? Has anyone ever thought about that? Because it's just, you just don't. Bro, just pause the game. Yeah, just reset, save scum. Make a checkpoint before you drop the nuke, and if you miss, just reload from the last save, dumbass. It's not that hard. Just don't accept the final mission yet. Yeah, you're good. You can farm up more resources. It's chill. It's chill. Return to the quest line whenever you want.
You're gonna have World War III, by the way. You're gonna have World War III. If something doesn't
Please stop saying
fast,
that.
You're going to have World War III.
That's just, it's not true. Stop scaring geriatrics into thinking that.
And
Stop that. It's happening. We're doing World War III right now. Oh yeah, and you said this shit.
I got along very well with Putin, even though I'm the one that ended his pipeline. Remember, they said, Trump is giving a lot to Russia, really? Putin actually said to me, if you're my friend, I'd hate like hell to see you as my enemy.
I don't think he said that. I don't believe Putin said that at all. Actually, I stopped his pipe. You know, a lot of people just remember Donald Trump helping invade Ukraine by cutting off resources to Ukraine and defense money because he wanted to win the election more than he wanted to stop World War III. But have you ever thought about the fact that he stopped his pipe? Bet he stopping his pipe. Oh, also, I think you guys are gonna like this one. He's still talking about the wall, and once again, there's more gold that needs to be sold.
To do it, and in fact, the wall was sitting there waiting to be installed, the easiest part. And Biden, they took it away so that Texas and Arizona couldn't use it. Texas and Arizona said, could we use that wall? We'll finish it right up. And they said no, and they actually took it away and they hid it. They put it in a hiding area, which of course was revealed pretty quickly. All you have to do is send a couple of helicopters up. But
what the fuck is happening? Free gold! They hit the wall. Yes, you did hear that right. Donald Trump built the wall. Remember when he said build the wall? People are like, oh, he broke his promise. He didn't break his promise. He did build the wall. He just didn't install it. It was literally right there. All he needed to do was put it in, but then Nancy and Biden and Kamala stole the election, so he couldn't put it in. And so, but then like Abbott and Ducey were like, yo, let me put the wall in. And Biden was like, no, you have no wall. And then he put it away, and then he put it away in his cubby. But like, thankfully they were able to get it from his cubby, but they weren't able to install it because he's protecting it now, because he won't allow them to put the wall in, not build the wall, because the wall's built. Remember that Trump built the wall. He just didn't put it in. That's the easiest part though, that you need to remember, is that he just didn't do the easiest part, which is like just putting the wall in. All you need to do is just put it. It's already built. It's like literally right there. It got stopped in shipping. The funniest bit is that at the end of all of this, Biden and Obama are going to put up more border wall than Trump ever has or will, which is remarkable to me. Obama put up more border wall than Trump, and Biden's probably going to put up more border wall than Trump is too. It's incredible. It truly is remarkable. It's crazy how that works out. They love, our presidents do love walls. They just need to put the wall in. That's all you need to do.
They wouldn't let him use it. Under my leadership, we will seal it up and expand that wall.
Seal the wall. Expand the wall.
Total control. But we did a great job in the wall. Remember, with Paul Ryan and Mitch McConnell, yeah, we'll give it to you next year. I said, nope, give it to me this year. Well, sir, if you approve this budget, we'll give it to you next year. I said, all right, that's okay. So I waited, then they didn't give it, you know? And yet Mitch McConnell approves $5.5 trillion for Green New Deal.
Whatever happened? So we did a great job on the wall. Remember when I didn't get the wall funding? How does that work? We did a great job on the wall. Remember how good I did when I didn't get any funding for the wall? But remember, the wall is finished. It just needs to be put up. That's a very important part. Oh, and then he just went after all Hispanic people.
Under my leadership, we will use all necessary state, local, federal, and military resources to carry out the largest domestic deportation operation in American history.
This is crazy. This is crazy. Just so you know, this is genuinely insane that he's just going full. Yeah, he's doing it. He's decided to do it. He's just decided to go full deport. Just deport them all. Them, I guess. We're just gonna start deporting. Even though he would deport children alone to like Colombia, just drop them off on the street, never to be heard from again in the middle of the night. But hey, listen, it doesn't matter as long as they're out of the country. They could die for all we care. Not my problem. Would you brag about this? It's not going to work out, bro. It's not going to happen. And the craziest thing is that like, you can't. You simply just can't. You can't deport that many. You just can't. You just can't deport that many people. You know what I mean? It's just not possible. The reason why you can't deport that many people is that our economy, at least our like agriculture, and construction as well relies pretty heavily on immigrant labor and even non-documented immigrant labor as well. Like you just can't do that without upheaving like some pretty important parts of our economy and destroying the country and throwing us into like a massive recession. You just can't do it. You can try, but it just won't work out. There are over, what, 14 million undocumented immigrants in the country, maybe 15 million now, I forget. You can't deport 15 million people. It just can't happen. You can't do it. It's not possible. Didn't like 1,500 kids go missing during his administration in ICE hands? Yes, thousands of children went missing, never to be heard from again. They're just gone. Hundreds of children were documented to be sexually abused, and hundreds more went missing, just simply gone, while he was like hyping up ICE to be this like great border protector. It was suspected they were entered into human trafficking. I believe what's going on down there is that in these camps, when they get separated from their like parents, they get taken by people getting paid off by human traffickers, and now they're in like the human trafficking trade, God knows where. But hey, listen, it's for the good of the fam. It's for the good of the families that we split them up, right? It's good. It's good for them.
Other countries are emptying out their prisons, insane asylums, and mental institutions, and sending all of their problems right into their dumping ground, the USA. Think of it. They're emptying out their prisons, and you've heard me say that, but they're also emptying out their mental institutions. And to use a strong couple of words, insane asylum. Insane asylum, that's where, anybody see Silence of the Lamb? That's where they come from.
The fuck are you talking about? Why are you saying this about disabled people and people with mental conditions? Hey, have you seen a spooky movie? You know how those crazy people hop out of bushes, hop out of their cells in Silent Hill? They're gonna get you. Walking down your street is going to be like playing Outlast. That's crazy. That's horrible. I'm genuinely shocked. Because I didn't watch all of this, but that's genuinely shocking that he would say shit like that. Silence of the Lamb was a prison. Yeah, but he said he's also emptying prisons, but also insane asylums. You don't get it. Yeah, you know, half the kooks there are his. Yeah, half the people in the insane asylum used to be working in his administration while he was president.
Insane asylum. That's a stronger word than a mental institution.
It's the incorrect word. Yeah, sure, it's a stronger word, mostly because it's wrong. Yeah, mostly because it's wrong. That's how it works. But during this absolutely insane speech, this is what his crowd looked like. I'm not joking. This is a really blurry image, but like you can make out there's no crowd. I'm not joking to you. That's him speaking.
When he falls off his bicycle. You know what amazed me? That the reporters didn't catch him when the bike was coming down. They're standing right next to him. They let him fall.
It's so sad. It's so sad, dude. Show's winding down. No, that's just how because he's talking about Biden. He's talking about Biden there. That was actually before. I skipped the part where he talked about Biden because it wasn't interesting or like funny or anything. It was just him like quietly rambling about how like Biden is like old and like dumb. But that was like, I think 2 clips into when I started talking about Trump. This is not during the end of the speech. This is like near the middle of the speech that he gave. Remember, Trump's speeches are like 2 to 3 hours long. So, and he's the main event. And this is all that they could muster. It's pretty bad. You clearly missed that part. What do you mean, like, what is this? Trump received standing ovation. Okay. They're like, huh. Did you see that there's a lot of people at the front of the crowd? Bet you didn't see the back. Bet you wouldn't talk about the back of the crowd. Why look at the back of the crowd when you can look at the front? Ever think about that? Huh? But hey, listen. Oh, he also talked about George Soros. So he's gone full conspiracy.
We have been attacked by a sick and sinister opposition, the radical left, communists, the bureaucrats, the fake news media, the big money special interests, the corrupt Democrat prosecutors. Oh, they're after me for so many things. Corrupt intelligence agencies, the George Soros money machine that spends a lot of money on the prosecutors, by the way.
The George Soros money machine. My cash machine. It's happening. He's echo posting, bro. It's real. He used to echo post, but like without knowing what he's doing. He's echo posting while knowing what he's doing now. There's a 100 gex song. No, turn off the computer sometime. Honestly, if I was there, I would cut the router off. If I'm gonna be honest, that's just proof to me that you need to go outside more. It'd be for your own good. That's your new band name, George Soros Money Machine. Hey, he may pay you. Yeah, he's been knowing. I think he's just being advised differently now. I'm not sure how much he knows of what he's doing, but he is being advised differently now, which is a bit worrisome, but you know how it is. And there was somebody, I'm not sure if you saw, but somebody started playing Fuck Donald Trump while he was there, while he was talking. Oh wait, but before we do that, I want to show you this one, which is incredibly strange. He's gonna rev up, rev your engines. He remembers the late Shinzo Abe and he decided to take some of his policies, and now he's going to rev up the breeding machine. The breed machine is good. When Trump comes back in the office, the breed machine is going to be revving like there's no tomorrow.
Challenge the governors of all 50 states.
All
50 states to join me in a great beautification campaign. We will rename our schools and boulevards, not after communists, but after great American patriots.
Slave drivers.
We will get rid of bad and ugly buildings and return to the magnificent classical style of Western civilization.
He's just echo posting.
Boomers, and we will support baby bonuses for a new baby boom. How does that sound? That sounds pretty. I want a baby boom. Oh, you men are so lucky out there. You're so lucky. You are so lucky, men.
Oh, man, you are so lucky. But when I get into office, your sack's gonna be so empty. You're gonna be breathing so harder than you could ever imagine. Boys, when I'm back in office, you can put your hand to rest. I just hate it so much. I just hate it so much. I said I'm king shaming. No, let them breed. They have the need to breed. Come on, leave them alone. What, you hate breeding or something? Huh? What, you like anti-breed? Yikes. Not on my watch. That's what I'm saying. Finally, someone decides to stand up. Oh, fuck you myself. Reproducer. I want all my men's balls empty. I want all my women's bellies full. When I'm in office. I want those wombs full. Oh, I'm reproduced. But dude, like babies in this economy, are you crazy? What, are you crazy? 2 babies in every UD. Hentai protag arc. No. No. Okay, but wait. After he went on his wacky breeding rant, he was interrupted by someone blasting hippity hop music. Look at this.
Love our country. People that love our country have been so great on that issue. And the perverts who use the names of Washington and Lincoln to buy millions of dollars in ads to say bad, libelous, and incorrect things about us.
You get out. You get out of here. Oh man, USA, so true. Now, if you want to know what was actually happening, the man, the myth, the legend recorded themselves wheeling in their music playing device.
People that love our country, are celebrating that they should be perverts who use the
Let's go. Right now. Right now. Let's go.
Holy shit, it's like being in a zombie movie. Look at that. You've alerted you POV, you've alerted the horde.
Let's go. Right now. Right now. Let's go.
Look, they're coming. Oh no. Oh no, it's the yeehaw. He can use his lasso from beyond the grave. Listen, it's literally free speech.
Oh wait, Stop right here.
Damn, they kicked this shit. They literally kicked this shit. That's so sad. All the red hats. They're big. Oh, they were real big mad. They were quite upset. Then Boyo got escorted out of the building. But yeah. And that basically wraps up CPAC. Those are the highlights from CPAC. There's literally nothing else worth talking about that happened the entire time. Goofy, strange, curious, I must say, disgusting, their political views. But the fact that like almost nobody showed up and they literally had to pay people to be stand-ins and they still had that many empty seats is honestly quite telling. There are a couple of things that I didn't show in there. Like when Nikki Haley first came out, there were like, I would say like 25% of the audience like just instantly got up and left. It was crazy. They announced Nikki Haley and like a very visible portion of the crowd just got up and left. It was so bad. That's why when she was talking, it looked so empty. But I couldn't put in every like little moment that we could watch. So I just decided those were the ones that would probably be the fun ones. So yeah, so there it is. That's that, ladies and gentlemen, is your CPAC. Incredibly dumb, stupid. But hey, listen, we know what they're doing now, and this is why we can combat them. This is why we can counteract them, and this is why we can work for a better world. They say they've been given the confidence that they didn't have before to say exactly what they mean, and they're no longer using many or if any dog whistles. So now we know. So now we don't have to worry about explaining that to people because they'll just say it themselves because they think that they are in the position to do something along those lines, which in many cases they're not, i.e. just look at what happened in 2022. That won't stop them though. So that's why we will. What politics is about. I'm excited for it. Come here. Come here. Oh. Hi. Oh, sorry. I didn't see you there. If you're enjoying the content, hit the subscribe button. If you don't, it'll make Boo very sad. I know a bunch of you who are watching are not subscribed. Join the frenzy. You won't regret it. Thank you, Boo.